Oh, there we go. We
And
on.
hello, ladies. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining us again tonight for Wind Down Wednesday. We have Mal representing the Patriots and Nikki representing the Jacksonville Jaguars tonight. We're just going to cover some NFL news, just have some discussion about football, and feel free to just join in, ask some questions, and let's just have a good time, some good conversation.
Hi, Donna. So I guess we'll start off with NFL news. What's going on in the news, ladies? What's going on?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think the Debo trade is hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Saquon Barkley, another one.
Yep, Saquon, his extension. We had a few releases that I know of: Jets, Raiders, and Jags. So yeah, it's been busy.
Saquon extension, I haven't even heard about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but he got paid, and I think he deserved every cent.
Yes,
definitely.
every nickel, every dime.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely, yes.
I really like the way, even him, he could have broke some records and did all that, but he said,
Yep,
"Let's
he
play."
chose not to.
I thought that was a class act.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, to let
yeah,
his teammates play. Yep.
yeah, I
Because
thought
he
that
could have
was
easily broke some records. He could have easily broke some records, but he chose not to. So, and
yeah.
his coach actually went over there and sat down and talked to him. Was like, "You sure? Like you
Mm-hmm.
can do it now?" He was like, "Nah, I'm gonna let them play. I'm gonna let the young bucks play."
That was
That was
awesome.
good. Yeah, he deserved
Yeah.
it. Class act.
Hmm.
Okay, Saquon.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, the
So
high running back.
Say it again.
He's the highest paid right now in
Yeah.
his.
And so a
that's
lot of
good.
people are saying that the 49ers got robbed on the trade with Debo because I think it was like the fifth.
Fifth,
Yeah.
fifth
Fifth.
pick.
Yeah. Or was it fourth?
Hmm.
Fourth.
I think it was fifth, wasn't it? I'm not sure, but they said they feel like they, got robbed. But Commanders are trending, so that might be a win-win for Debo.
Oh, and not only that, like the young lady Kelly spoke last week about their cap space. Like they
Hmm.
can really stack up. And, imagine if they do that, what they're gonna be like
Right.
next year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you
So
ladies think that Debo still has it? Like he's 29. I think he's had some injuries. Um, I'm just curious if he's gonna be like their number two kind of receiver, or where is he gonna play? Actually, he's from my hometown too, so he's from Spartanburg, South Carolina. I know his entire
Hmm.
family. Yeah, so yeah, I
okay, you
remember.
just told me something deep.
Yep.
He
Carolina.
may get over there because they, like I said, they're trending now. So that could be a boost that he needs.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Looked like he had some issues over in San Francisco in that locker room. You remember he came off the field and he hit somebody, and then somebody was trying to hit him back, and
Yeah.
so maybe that locker room was shot for him.
Right.
You just never know why they traded. Sometimes they trade not necessarily because you're not performing any longer, but because what do they call it? That locker room that's sore, in that
Mhm.
locker room. So
Cancer. But they said
yeah,
that he was complaining about his touches not getting enough, not getting the ball enough, and so
hmm,
that had been going on for like 2 years.
yeah,
So
Yeah,
maybe it's a win-win for both of them.
we'll
He's out
yeah,
see.
there.
yeah.
But yeah, them stacking up on that on the Commanders. I think that's going to be another something
Hmm.
this year
Yeah.
because
Yeah, so they
There
gave
yeah,
was
him.
out of
there was
nowhere
some,
last year, and we kind of like sat back like, wow, Commanders.
Commanders?
Everybody
Yeah.
thought, yeah.
yeah, and then there was a release on the Eagles, but everybody was saying they expected that.
Mm-hmm.
But even with the releases right now, that's not necessarily mean they're well. Some of them is not necessarily meaning that they're released. They could bring them back for a
Mhm.
lesser contract or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I'm not. But I think Aaron Rodgers and Devontae with the Jets are done. They released.
Yes. I
Oh,
I
was.
don't think there's no coming back.
they released Aaron Rodgers? Wow.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, he will be released.
Oh, you
Like
think he will be? Okay.
it's a certain time frame. I think after March something that he will be released. And I know Devontae Adams was released as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, oh yeah, they cut their cornerback, Slay.
Yeah,
The,
Derek Slay. Yeah, the Eagles.
he was good
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Minshew was released from the Raiders.
Hmm.
And then Christian Kirk was released from the Jags.
Mm.
Wow.
So those were the releases that I saw. And then for some reason, Jamar Chase is unhappy with Bengals front office right now. So that was something that was going on
I
with
think that
him.
was there was somebody that requested to be released.
Metcalf from the Seahawks, I think.
Who was it?
I think it was Metcalf.
Yeah,
Oh, did really?
he requested to be
I
released.
think, yeah.
Oh, he requested it. DJ Metcalf. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, he requested a trade from Seahawks, so guess he's not happy.
Oh, wow.
Some of them guys
Yeah.
are just, I don't know. I
Yeah,
guess
do
they
you think they
want when they want they are they really unhappy with their friend with their team, or they just I don't see why he requested to be released.
she said
Maybe they're Russell. Maybe he just want to go somewhere because it's
Because he
win.
wants
He want to win
to
now.
she said
Probably.
Slay freed up $4 million salary cap from the Eagles by being released.
Yeah, and I think Christian Kirk freed up like 11 million or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
were saying they could bring him back for a lesser contract, but a lot of people saying that he's injury prone, so they weren't like surprised or upset that they were releasing him.
Hmm.
So there's that.
Yeah, we
How's your
had some
quarterback this year? Is he back in gear? I know that, towards the end of the season there was issues,
With
but
Trevor.
yeah.
I think he had a shoulder surgery and I think he'll be fine. But I felt my personal opinion about Trevor is that he has just been given a bad hand of cards since he got there. Urban Meyer was first, so that was a disaster.
Mm-hmm.
And then in my opinion, our OC was horrible. We didn't have an O line, so he just really didn't have it. But with this new regime that just came in, they're all young, supposed to, cater around quarterback. So I'm like, this is his year. Like, you know how they say it's a do or die. Like, you got the tools now. You're supposed to have these tools. So, we'll see.
and you guys should get some pretty good draft picks too, also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I hope they get O line. We
Mhm.
just let Christian Kirk go, so that tells me maybe they're going for wide receiver. Um, I looked at a mock thing. They were saying that Travis Hunter was, you know, kind of slated to come to us or whatever. But we'll see.
That'll be good. That'll be good.
We'll see. We're number 5 though. Travis want to go number 1, so we will have to trade up. Like Travis got his heart set on going 1.
Number one.
And if that's the case, the Titans will have him unless we trade up.
But do
So
they need him? Because that's the key. They need a quarterback.
they need a quarterback.
Yeah.
They need a quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay, trying to read some of the questions here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me talk about Devontae again, and they asked, "How do you feel about that?"
Devontae Adams.
Yeah, and they
I
heard
think
about
Devontae only came to the Jets because of Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, he requested
So
him.
I felt like when they kept talking about Aaron was going to be released, I knew he was going to be right behind.
Mm.
And then, you have they just got a new coach. So, he's probably trying to bring in his own, he's trying to set up his own situation.
What kind of
So
contract Aaron Rodgers signed with them, I wonder. I need to look that up.
And
This is
they heard about Kirk. What about Kirk? Kirk who? Kirk.
Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk.
He was released from the Jaguars. Christian, they say he's just injury prone, and he has been out with injuries a lot. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I did see somewhere where they said they can reconstruct his contract, and he may still be able to stay with the Jags. But as of today, I think he was being released.
Wow. Yeah, I
Yep.
saw a little bit of movement today on different. I was out there looking today.
And then I know Gardner Minshew, he was released from the Raiders, and he was another one who was injured a lot last season. He had
Mhm.
some injuries. So yeah. And then Darius Slay, like I think it was just the money thing with Eagles. Like they
Yeah,
knew some of their players weren't gonna come back.
Yeah, there was like maybe like
yeah,
7 or 8 free agents on that squad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, main components of the team.
Mm-hmm.
So
So I think free agency, what is official? What tomorrow or was it today?
I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
today. Today.
today,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
So,
And I know Aaron
um,
not going to want to play behind anybody, but he needs to retire or play backup.
unless he goes somewhere that really needs a quarterback, like
Yeah,
Brown, Titans, um, yeah,
yeah,
unless he get picked up somewhere like that. So I think it's what 3 teams that really need quarterbacks. What is it? Giants, Browns,
Three?
and Titans.
Is it just three?
no, it's a lot of them.
There's a lot that need quarterbacks.
The
Well,
Browns, Tennessee,
And then they was talking about it's not really the season for quarterbacks in the draft. So
yeah, that's,
right, right. I think they said next year was going to be the season for.
mhm.
It's going to be interesting. The draft is going to be really, really interesting. I think.
a little birdie told me you're going to the draft, Miss
Oh, I'll
Nikki.
be there. I am. It's an
Mhm.
annual thing. It's
I
an
can't.
annual thing for my cousins. We've made this an annual trip for the cousins, and all of us are different teams, and so
Awesome.
it's a good time. It's a good time. So
That's
this we're planning on flying in Tuesday and like just touring Chicago. We're gonna fly into Chicago.
okay.
Probably
Nice.
try to do Soldier Field, Wrigley Field. I think there's a baseball game that day. I think it's the what Magnificent Mile downtown. Get some Chicago pizza, and I think it's like a 4-hour drive to Green Bay.
Okay,
So
cool.
we'll be there from like Tuesday to Sunday.
I want to be like Nikki when I grow
Oh,
Yeah,
up.
that's what I said
we
last.
were we were iffy for a while because it was so expensive. We were iffy, and I was gonna stay in the Superfan. They have a draft house, and then a few more cousins decided they wanted to come, so we did look up and find a Airbnb that was reasonable because at first they were just like outrageous. But
Wow.
Ray, who was on, I talked to him the other day. He was like, "I just found one. It was really reasonable. They wasn't on there." He said, "You better go look." And I looked, and I was like, "Oh, let me go and get this right now."
Good.
Yeah. So we're in.
You're in.
Mary said, "Get her some Garrett's popcorn."
Yeah,
Where you
girl,
located,
listen,
Mary?
listen. Garrett's Miss Gwan. This is another a Jacksonville Jaguar fan. She loved Garrett's popcorn, and when we were in Vegas, I looked up and saw a Garrett's in Vegas. We was like shocked.
Wow.
This
So
one is.
yeah.
That's why I asked her where she lived at.
Hmm.
She lives in
Yeah.
Vegas.
Oh, I don't know. The Garrett's we found in the shops, like across from what is it? Caesars, and there was a Garrett's in that mall, and it had to have just gotten there because it wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
But it was really good. So yeah, we know about that Garrett's because anytime I fly into Chicago, I always go find Garrett's and get me some popcorn.
Yeah, they have one
Yeah.
on Lenox Mall. The Garrett.
Hmm. Oh, y'all
Nice.
do in Atlanta?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I heard about it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually,
Hmm.
Steve Harvey owns that one.
Who does?
Steve Harvey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Hmm.
Hey,
I have to tell
crazy,
Miss Wanda that.
crazy T. Stacy's there. Hey, Stacy.
Hey, y'all. Unfortunately, I can't see who on there.
I know. I had to take my glasses off again. Hi, Cammy. Cammy's on here. And somebody, Stacy said, Aaron Rodgers need to retire.
Aaron Rodgers is going to the Browns, honey. The Browns are about to pick him up.
That will
I
make
don't
my
think
day.
he's that bad, Stacy, that he needs to retire.
That will make
I don't think
my day.
that he's that bad of a quarterback. He's just, like I said,
I think he's just a diva.
He has those tendencies.
Yeah,
He's just a diva. Yeah.
I also
he's a bad quarterback.
I never understood though. They do put him on a really high bar. So, he won he won one Super Bowl, and pretty much to me that's all he did. I've never understood like why they were so crazy about Aaron Rodgers like that.
Yeah, and then him.
And but they've always raised the bar for him, and I've never seen it. Like I've never just thought that he was just great. But that's me. Yeah.
And then the way he with the coaches and this, I was like, oh, he has big privileges wherever he goes.
Yeah, the coach fired from the Jets.
Yeah, that's what I said. He must have some type of pull. Not only I don't think he's a bad quarterback, but he got a little pull somewhere that he's getting people off teams.
Yeah, coaching.
Yeah, because he got Devontae over there with him.
Yes,
and I guess they thought they was gonna be a tandem and tear it up, but that didn't happen.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They always treated him to me sort of like Tom Brady because he would request who he want. He still was not that.
And I think that coach wasn't really
Tom
going.
Brady fell in that category because Tom Brady. No. Because if Tom Brady would have got his players, he would have still been in New England.
So you don't think when he
did not get his players, and they said, no, we're not giving you no more players. They cheap and they didn't want to They didn't want to spend. So that's when he left and went to the Bucs. But he got what he wanted.
Yeah, and he got what he wanted. That's what
I'm
saying.
Well, so you think that's what happened to the Jets coach? I think he probably had some pushback on Aaron, and they started bumping heads.
Yeah, probably so.
And so he ended up. C-Law ended up getting released, but I think where's he now? 49ers.
Yeah, he went back to the 49ers.
49ers.
Yeah.
I don't think that we would have still had Brady if he would have gotten what he wanted. Yeah, he took pay cuts for years.
But what I'm saying is, so you think about
years coming, and finally, he was like, "I need players," and they was like, he said, "What I want, I'm leaving."
But if you think about what I'm saying, the ones when he requested, he was winning. Aaron Rodgers only won that one. That's what I'm saying. Like at least Tom Brady knew what he needed. So if he's requesting these players and you're winning, I mean, yeah. So he goes to Tampa, got Gronk to come out of retirement. They won a Super Bowl. So that's the difference. That is kind of what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
He going by people's houses and stuff. You remember it? They caught him coming outside somebody's house. I was like, boy, it's going by somebody's house. I was like, okay, Brady, you doing the most down there in Tampa.
Yeah.
Say Aaron Rodgers got Devontae unemployed. So there's certain ones in him. He always, I don't know what it is about him. Him is just always that diva status. And you would probably say that about Brady, but I wouldn't think that way. But Aaron Rodgers has this arrogance about him. I never felt that with Brady. And him, and then the coaches getting fired, and I was like, okay.
I think everybody hated Brady because they associated the refs cheating for Brady. I don't think it was anything personally like his attitude or his arrogance or anything. I just think that he was winning. They felt like the refs was cheating all the time for Brady, or Brady had something over the refs. And I think that's why there's so much hate for Brady. I don't necessarily think it was his arrogance or something like that. What y'all think?
V said that Aaron Rodgers kind of remind her of Brady. And I was like,
No, I was saying the way that he wanted to request his players.
Okay, got it.
So yeah, no, I was saying that they to me, I felt like the media kind of compared the two, which
Yeah.
I never thought Aaron Rodgers measured up to Tom Brady whatsoever.
Mhm.
You know, like I said, he won one quarterback, but it was always Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers. But what else?
Yeah, it felt like he one of the greats.
Yeah, they really just kind of put him up there, and I just never,
Mhm.
I never seen it. I just never thought he was
There's
just.
quite a few of them they put up there, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't see
Because
it.
even
Mhm.
Mike McCartney bumped heads before Mike left Green Bay. That was
Mhm.
one of the issues too. So, yeah, he's definitely a diva with his
So what
man.
about the combine? Did you guys see any word out there in the
Yeah.
combine?
So there was one reporter that kind of defended Shador because there's some team that he interviewed with, um whoever they wouldn't disclose the team, but they said that whomever it was, this particular person with the organization was like, Shador is arrogant, um
I read some of that.
rude or whatever. But then a reporter came back and said that he didn't appear to be rude or arrogant. It was just that this particular coach has an issue when these guys are paid like with NILs and
Mm-hmm.
they already have the money or whatever. He has an issue with those guys who are coming in like that and don't have to really work for it. So he just had an attitude. It wasn't necessarily Shador, but he just disliked those guys that come in already basically,
Let's see if
on
it feels
top.
that way about Manning.
Mm,
Will
Yeah.
it be the same?
mm,
Mhm.
mhm,
Mhm.
Let's see if it's going to be the same when Manning comes up there.
mhm,
You know,
mhm.
Yeah. I think I
coming
Well,
read.
he
from
was defended.
Fox,
At least he was defended because I honestly think that Cam Ward is very arrogant and rude.
okay.
Because yeah, I do. I think that he is. I
I
don't
think
know.
he, I think he's going to the Browns, and Stacy gonna have a whole heart attack. But
Well, he wants to know. He wants to go to the Browns though.
I think he's
I
going
think,
to.
He
I think
wants to go to the Browns. He
I don't think
wants to
it's
go to the
arrogance.
Browns.
I feel like it's confidence. And if you have that, I think it's good in football. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See arrogance. I see confidence.
Okay.
And it's two different
I
things.
think he's confident, but I think he got a little arrogance too.
Okay, Nikki. I think
Yeah,
it's
I do.
okay. So I think it's confidence. I think he just know his stuff and he just boast about it.
Right. And I think the thing that got me was when he like refused to play in that last game or whatever. I mean, and that's his choice or whatever.
Right.
But I think it was like the response he gave to it. It was, I was like, ooh. But
And
I
he's
mean, if you got it, you got it.
young too, remember
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that part.
Yeah.
He's not in the NFL yet. You know, there's still growing points there, but
yeah.
he's
But I think
confident.
him and Shador are probably two of the better choices, right, in this particular draft class. Now you got Gentry and all of them too. Um, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think when it comes to some of these quarterbacks, it's going to be very interesting because I think some of these teams are going for some veterans, but I think I read something about Shador having his hat turned to the back, and that was something that one of the people kind of shunned on. It's like just very nitpicky stuff like that, but
That's
I didn't see any of it. Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
the classic back to the hat to the back. That's a whole
yeah,
They
yeah,
do that on pressers,
yeah.
you know.
yeah. He said he was with him until he turned his hat to the back or something weird like that. Oh, okay.
Wow.
It's crazy.
But
And I
Tina
saw
said
too,
Rogers is special, but not in a good way. Which
who?
Tina, child, she said that Aaron Rodgers is special, but not in a good way.
Yeah.
Like,
I always thought Aaron Rodgers was
I would
much
be
older
special.
than he is. He looks older than what he is.
so Stacy said, "Did you see the exchange with Cam and Shador?"
Yeah, I did.
I did
So,
see
I
that.
think that's just banter. I think that that's just that back and forth
Yeah,
banter.
them on camera. Yeah, I
Hmm.
in this instance, I don't see it as, I don't see him as arrogant.
And
I
each
think he
one of
has
them
the
should think
confidence,
that they are the better person. They should. If they don't think that about themselves, who will? You know?
exactly. That's probably what got them this thus far. If you don't
Yeah.
have confidence and that feel like you know your stuff, you might not make it.
Yeah.
That's what makes them that's where they are right now, and that's
But
probably
Kim did give a good response. They were asking him like who they thought was the best or whatever. He said, "Of course I do. Who's the best dressed?" He gave it to Shador, and then he said that they both are good, and so they're like 1A and 1B. I think he said like that. 1B and 1A will both go up high, and so we should. So I thought that was a good answer that he gave in that response.
yeah.
that's
And
respect.
they're watching everything with him. I don't know what it is about him. They are like focused on him. But they even watching his Instagram, and they're watching everything. They know
All of it.
one of them, some of the reporters reported that he dropped some of the teams. Like somebody, I guess he was following or whatever, and then dropped it.
He just dropped them. Yeah. Oh yeah, they play close attention. I
They
think
are
Shador picked the part like that too, just because he's prime son.
they're watching everything with these guys.
Mhm.
And I'm like,
So
wow,
they better walk a thin line right now because they waiting. Just one
they're trying
wrong move.
to kind of clue in where they're gonna be or where they want to be or whatever, but they're seeing, oh, they dropped two of the teams. I was like, wow, like what?
Hmm.
I'm like, what? That's a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, looking for a reason for him to drop in the draft. That's what Coach Terry said. Yeah,
Wow.
Mm.
yeah, because they know that
It
number.
is a reason, or there is no reason. What did she say?
She said they're looking for a reason to drop.
Oh yeah.
in the draft.
Of course, of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, there's a combined picture or a draft picture, and it's six of them, and it's six of us. You know what I'm saying? Like they there. All of them are like right there.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
would love to see both of them go.
They're both gonna do. Yeah, I hope both of them do well and wherever they go.
Oh yeah, and then they saying they're not ready for this level. So I hope that they both, kind of like shut the critics down and get out there and
Yeah.
play.
Wherever they
Because
go,
wherever they go, they're not playing backup, right? Because these teams don't have no quarterback, correct?
Right.
yeah, and wherever they go, they're going to sell some tickets because those fans are going to come and see both of them.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Just like Colorado sold those tickets.
right. They're going to sell some tickets.
So what teams do you think they're gonna go to?
I think Shador going to the Raiders. I just feel like he's going to the Raiders, and I think Cam going to the Browns. Could be wrong, and with them releasing Minshew,
Yeah, it's a wrap. That's it.
Lisa said no. I think Shador may end up in New York. I mean, I don't know.
Did they just
Do you
sign
think-
on somebody in New York?
was
though?
that one team that he said he didn't want him to go to?
But I don't know where all that comes in, where he has that type of control. I mean, they get paid in the back, but that's what I think. I think he's
Where is New York 3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're number 4.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns is 2.
Are you 4? Jaguars?
No, we 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're 4. We're 4. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe this is what I say: the Jags trade up to 1 and get Travis, right?
Now
If that don't happen, then they get Gentry or whatever. 2 Cam, 3 is Raiders.
I'm gonna need for you to leave Gentry for us, okay? We want him. Leave Gentry
No,
alone.
where are y'all? 11?
12.
Y'all 11, right? V?
12.
That
12.
ain't happening. Wishful thinking.
Not going to trade up that much now.
Wishful thinking.
But the rest of them before it's all they don't need all the running back. So just leave Gentry alone. If not, we just have to get us one in the second.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. It's gonna be. That's why I say it's gonna be interesting
I think
because.
it'll definitely be
said,
So,
on.
Mal, who do you want? Mal, who do you want?
Um, Lord, we need everything.
She said we need a little bit.
Well, that's kind of like the Jags too. Like we need O line, we need corners, we need wide receivers. Like,
But you guys have just a second year quarterback right now.
Yeah,
quarterback is kind of
he's not bad. I just feel like he doesn't
bad
have
cards.
yeah, and so like what happened with letting Mayo go the first year. I had that in my mind. I didn't want to think they were going to do that to him because I really felt like because the cards he was given that they didn't give him the time to do anything or even create a team. There was nobody there, no O-line.
That's what I'm saying. So y'all need pretty much
nobody. Receivers were like, they were all right, dropping balls here and there. But for them to let him go the first season, I was like, why they do that? And then it's like the whole team is like, we need a whole team.
Right. Yeah.
Like they saying the O-line, that was the main thing they wanted to pick up. O-line, some safeties. Because he was getting burnt back there like nobody business every time. I was like, oh God. But we're number 4. Let's see. That's all I can say.
I feel like because we just basically I feel like whatever players are released in like Tampa and Rams, we'll probably acquire them because our general manager just came from the Rams and then the head coach is from Tampa. So I feel like they know some guy, especially that general manager, whoever he actually brought in over there, because he had a role in he wasn't general manager at the Rams, but he worked very close as far as bringing people to the team. So he knows who's up for free agency and all that. And I think he'll probably bring some of those guys. So I'm hoping this is our year, at least to be competitive, like to be on the winning side of
your year to go to the playoffs.
We've been to the playoffs, but I mean, like I would be happy just of course want to go to the playoffs, but just to be competitive and to be on the winning side.
In the AFC.
A winning season. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I want us to go back. We're still rebuilding after like 7 years. Yes, the same thing with our team. I noticed that Vrabel is bringing over a lot of Titans because connections. So I see that happening as well. A lot of Titans moving out to New England. It's hot, so a lot of them coming over.
So a lot of the ladies are thinking that Shador is not going to go until 5 or 6. Do you think that he'll go?
Well, 5, we don't need a quarterback. Who is 6?
Raiders.
Raiders are 6.
I just don't think if I feel
it'd probably be Raiders because 5 is Jags, and Jags. I don't think we trying to get a quarterback.
So I think if they go in the first 3 rounds, they'll go between Cleveland and
unless you get like some trading going on.
The trade up.
Because that's always possible. The trade ups and the trade downs and all that.
Yeah. So, and then we have a backup quarterback that they've been talking about they're gonna trade. So then we might be in for I don't think no backup, no Shador ain't gonna be that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
So they've already,
it's not a bad thing either.
Drake May is the face now of New England, so I don't see that happening. But they talked about trade with Nick Joe, the guy that's on the team. Talking about trading him.
They need everybody too. They need everybody too.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of teams that need everybody. All components. Yeah. And I'm just saying, I just can't wait for this whole draft to be, solidified because we need everything. And I'm like, I'm they're doing on, before the draft and seeing how the pieces are moving around. I'm seeing that they're trying to pick up some people, and I just hope we're competitive. That's the only thing I said.
That's my thing, competitive. Yeah.
It's hard winning four games or a season.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
I
I can't wait.
What was you all's this year? Your how many games you win?
We ended up winning 6, 7.
And Jag won like 4.
We won 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we won 5 because we're ahead of y'all. No, y'all behind us.
No,
We
we're
have-
number 4. We're number 4.
Oh, so maybe we was same. It was 4 or 5. I think maybe 4. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Which is horrible.
Yeah, it is. It
Yeah.
is. It was the
And
worst season.
especially with us trying to build a new stadium, and a lot of people was like, we ain't renewing, and it was crazy, you know.
So where we
Yeah.
went to the Pro Bowl, that is where your stadium's going to be. Your home for a little while until your stadium's built. And
Well, it's between there and Gators. I feel like it'll be Orlando where we were at Pro Bowl because it's a wide open stadium and you don't really have to compete with scheduling with Gators.
yeah,
So they're supposed to announce that here like within the next week or so, exactly where it would be, where
So why
we'll be.
y'all building a new stadium?
Why? Because it's very, very hot. We have people, yes, we have people actually
passing out.
dying from heat.
Oh,
We've
dying?
had that. They actually, yes, from the heat out there.
So
They're always taking people out on stretchers on hot days. Like, it's brutal.
Wow.
It's brutal.
Well, they're the opposite.
That's why there are pools in that stadium that, y'all coming. We're going to have a game where y'all get to come and go to the pools. Yeah.
They're the opposite. No shelter, all cold, shovel out your seat.
I hear it'll be, I hear the stadium will be sort of like SoFi.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's hot in SoFi Stadium.
Yeah, but it's you will get a chill. We have water right next to the stadium, so you get that breeze. But at 1:00, and see, Jags never have prime time games.
Oh,
Year before last was the first time we had prime time game in years. So it's always 1:00, and 1:00 is always brutal.
Yeah. When we played there 3 years ago, I guess it was probably, I don't know if we played there. I almost froze. I was cold the whole time in Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah. It was, that's because we played in December, though. It was in December, and y'all thought y'all had one girl. And
I was in that game. I froze. I'm like,
baby, y'all thought y'all had one, honey. Oh, no.
Another Miami's like that. We play Miami 2 times a year, and normally it's either going to be in New England September or it's going to be Miami in January, that last game. When I tell the sun feel like it's on your head,
and they actually have a dome, except it's not the middle part. Is where you sitting in there. If you sit in the wrong place, you're done.
Yes, I've been in the wrong place quite a few times.
Yeah.
But it'd be so hot, the rain didn't bother. But I was
January hot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We've had hot Christmas for almost. That's why I was so shocked when we had snow in January, because normally it's warm.
I think
everybody should have a dome. Be done with it. Just everybody just have a dome and be done with it.
And then some people would think that's not real.
The thing is, the Bills need a dome. They building a brand new stadium, and they don't want a dome. They like playing in the snow.
Just like, just think Buffalo.
That's what I'm saying. Bill in a stadium right now, but it's not a dome. Right across the street.
No, them cheeseheads, they be out there in that brutal cold too. Chicago.
Yes.
Baltimore.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even New England. I don't go to a game in New England after October. It's if I go in November, I have to be suited up.
Those are the stadiums that I think should be a dome, just because of the snow.
But I think some of them like being out there in the whole,
My first snow globe was this past year in November when I went to Cleveland.
Yeah.
I don't even. I can't. I still can't believe I sat out there in that mess. That was crazy, crazy and cold. And I'm very shocked I didn't get sick.
Yeah, Stacy
I
said
did.
she don't go to the games when it's cold and snowing.
Oh no, she didn't go. She had us go. We out there with her. She was supposed to go to. Nah, I ain't going. I'm like, oh, you're not going.
I kept telling.
Yeah, she did us real dirty.
Yeah, I
But
went
that's
one
okay.
year to the Steelers game, and it was so cold. By halftime, I was like, I told my cousins because all of them are Pittsburgh
20,
fans. Like,
20.
I couldn't enjoy the game, so I went to the car,
Yeah.
and probably about 40 minutes later, I was like, but I thought y'all was so used to it. They was like, no, we don't even like it. You know,
Yeah,
we was just coming
and
because I was like, y'all could have told me we could have stayed at the house, but that's the last game I went to where I said I in a cold like
we
I was
did
out
that.
there time. I
We
seeing
had
people in
two
shorts.
Buffaloes go in 2017 for a playoff game, and it
Mm-hmm.
had been snowing. But it did kind of snow a little bit, and it was snow on the ground and stuff. But it was so cold. And it was a playoff game, and we ended up beating the Jags, beat the Steelers there. But it was very, very cold, and that was a January game.
off that
Oh,
water.
wow.
Oh, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah,
cold.
those games are like sometimes the elements,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it can sway the game a little bit because
Yeah.
Yeah.
depending on the team, and especially
Well,
your
it didn't sway
Jacksonville
for
winning game,
Jags because we
good.
won.
That's big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because usually the people from like the southern states trying,
Mm-hmm.
those stadiums, it's hard.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
hard.
And
Actually, and that's when Antonio Brown and all of them wanted. They had a great team. Ben and all of them was there. It was just tit for tat, and we just end up being on top.
That's good.
Yeah.
but that's why they won't
Nobody
do
expected that.
Super Bowls, right? Up north because of those stadiums.
Well,
Mm-hmm. Well, it's
they
in
had it in New
Pittsburgh
York. They had it in New
next
York a
year.
few years ago, remember? And they had remember they had the cruise ships and all that stuff outside on the water. Do you guys remember that?
Those are it
They
was
had the New York
years
Giants
ago.
Stadium. Not it was probably like I'm gonna say 6 years ago, 7.
Mm-hmm. I
I
remember.
it was
Yeah.
New York. Yeah, they
But it's
outside.
not often. They don't. That's why
But
they
I was
have.
gonna say Super Bowl. It was a
Yeah.
Super Bowl out there, and it was different.
So what
But
were they doing? Renting out the cruise ship rooms because they
yes,
sold out a room? Oh
yeah,
wow.
the cruise ships lined up outside on New York
Yeah.
or just people were in the rooms. They had the cruise ships out there for rooms
Yeah.
and things. But I remember that was probably like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
If I'm
Mhm.
not mistaken.
They keep
But
them,
yeah,
Okay.
they keep them
Well.
down south or either in a dome. But yeah, they did have it here
Mhm.
1 year.
okay.
So we're gonna get to our give back because we're running out of time.
Yes.
So we have our give back. Mal, you
And
you Mal.
hours of it expiring, but ladies, when I was reporting it last week, me and Stacy had discovered that, I forgot that it's like, I guess 50% of the sales belongs to us, and that's who we
Right.
present to Jamie. And I was like, oh, I forgot about that part. So I'm just saying we have not matched. We have not. We have almost half matched. Yeah, we almost there at half. And
Mm-hmm.
we have now 4 more hours before midnight to see if we can get as many orders in as we can. Popcorn, candy. I ordered some biscuits. I ordered coffee.
Cashews.
Cashews. There's
Cookie.
even cookie dough. There's cookies in packets. There's popcorn. There's even flowers. There's different things on there.
Mm-hmm.
And if I know there's not a donate button on the actual site for the pop and popcorn, but if you go on to Black Women Love Football, we have a donate button. So go on there and just hit donate, whether it's $5, $10, whatever it may be, so we can see if we can kind of get close to matching what Jamie is going to be contributing on April 25th at her son's. This is in honor of her son. She was on a couple of weeks ago. She lost her son to a tragic car accident. And she wanted to do a foundation in his name. And she started a what do you call it? Nonprofit. It's called Connect the Dots. Connect the Dots, I think it's called. But
Mm-hmm.
she is going to be presenting it during that night. It's at Gwinnett College. Gwinnett College. Is it Gwinnett College? Is the name of it? Okay, yeah. And it's on April 25th. It's the last Friday in April. She's going to go up. We're all planning to attend, me, Stacy, and Susan. If anybody wants to attend, let us know. We're trying to gear up everybody that's in the Georgia area to support and rally behind Jamie for her cause. We do a give back every quarter to try to give back to the community, whatever we're doing, whether it's going to be here in Atlanta. I want, and I also started a page on a chat page for Black women giving back. Trying to do something in all different states. And so we can all come together and do something in the community. So I started that chat. I really haven't, I started it. I'm going to revisit it and try to do a little bit more in there. But I want everybody to kind of reach out in their cities. It's not just here in Atlanta. There's a lot of places that need assistance and give back, whether, to your community. The next project we're going to be working on is working with Kathy, which is CJ from the New York Giants. She is partnered with Hands On Atlanta. They help build houses for people that are in need. So I'm working with her. I'm working to get that started. That's going to be sometime in April. And then another thing that Jamie does during later on, she is Gwinnett. She said Georgia Gwinnett College. Thank you, Jamie. She's on.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie also gives backpacks and different things. She fills the backpacks up every year, right when school starts. So we'll probably revisit her give back again sometime before school starts. So I usually give this big event every year in I'm going to be also joining you guys' initiative this year for the Unity Tailgate. So yes. Us by ourselves, not the other people. But anyway, I'm gonna be helping, trying to, and they do different gives backs and things like that. So I'm probably gonna set up something for Miss Jamie at ours to do
That'll
like
be nice.
backpack give back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm gonna name it on behalf of Connect the Dots for Jamie. We're gonna have that in June. The other tailgate is going to be held in April during draft. So look for the Patriots are going to be joining those initiatives as well.
Mm. I would be there, but I'll be at the draft.
Which one? Which one are you referring to?
The one that's on April 27th.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be at yours. I'll definitely be at yours. But yeah.
Yeah, that one's
The one on the 27th, I'll actually be flying back, so I'll miss that one.
okay. June 7th, I think it is.
That's the date.
The
For
7th?
June 7th.
I thought you was gonna be on the cruise that week.
No, I'm in the cruise a couple of weeks later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
So that one is the June 7th then?
it's June 7th.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So we're gonna be joining two things. So I know that she's a part of the tailgate unit that they give back as well to the community. We bring non-perishable items and different things. And then the next thing with us, that's going to be in June 7th. All the teams get together as well. Big tailgate. Hers is going to be more on the draft, and everybody get together. They come out, they cook, they do different things, music, DJ, all that. The same thing in June, but I'm going to probably have a Jamie Harris. We're going to do something for Georgia Gwinnett College. And we're going to give back to the college, and we're going to do, let's pack some backpacks. That's what I'm going to put that on my flyer. Pack some backpacks for Gwinnett College. And we're going to do it on behalf of Connect the Dots. Okay. And then here I see that Black Women Love Football is also going to have a booth in April for the tailgate that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
The one in June, we're also working with DeKalb County to see if we're going to get some vendors as well. So I'm waiting on a few phone calls back. And once I find that out, we can see if we can get some vendors as like Black Women Love Football. to be a vendor also at our event.
Is it going to be at which park?
NH Scott Park in Decatur. Yeah, it's a huge field, and we bring generators, all that out there. It's huge. It's getting bigger every year. So, and I just want to, I want to support everybody, and that's all what I've been. But I just, the other guy, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Patriot. I just want to do my own thing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Patriots will be there. The NEEPS, the New England Foxborough South fan club.
That's what I'm talking
Well, I
about.
call y'all NEPs, so to get me right, NEPs. Okay. I say NEPs. I'm like, my NEP, where my NEPs at?
NEEPS, my NEEPs. Let me tell you, I'm still recruiting for this national. Let's talk about nationals.
Okay, let's go.
So,
Yeah.
I'm out, we do I do double Dutch as well. So I'm recruiting there as well. So I'm like,
Okay.
yeah. So
Get it.
I got probably like 4 more people there, like on the fence. But I know I got
Are
3
they
more.
are they Patriots fans?
No, I got Detroit. I don't discriminate. I'm just trying to get people nationals.
I know.
Detroit,
I just asked, were they Patriot fans?
in my camp, it's mostly the NEEPS.
Yeah.
I've even added, there's an Eagle coming with us, a Detroit Lion, and another team. But
Okay.
I'm just bringing them along.
I understand.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get these Jags to come, but hopefully we'll get some more. I think we had 1 or 2 more join this week, I think.
I don't know how many people actually, I know there's a lot of teams that's attending. And I see a few, every time I see ladies come on, they really don't know what it's about. So I'm trying to press and push different
You've
things.
been doing very well.
Yeah. Between and the whole thing with Coach Terry, I'm still feeling bad about that.
Yeah.
We were a lot.
That reminds me of the worldly election. Like, I never can understand how she was just still in number 4. But you know what? That's neither here nor there. Because I know a lot of people were voting.
We were voting. I think they were.
Don't get it. I don't
paid votes.
I think they were paid votes.
I think the paid.
But we had folk paying too.
Yeah, that's true.
So
but
for a fact, we had some paid votes.
We definitely, we had some paid votes, but we definitely was pushing.
Yeah, I know I did a couple of times. I did pay,
and I think that they counted the paid votes over because we were voting.
That hurt my soul. I don't know. I have to be stop to be so, But
because we could have won with free votes.
Strong.
Yeah.
We could have won with free votes.
Yeah, we voted
30,000 active. If you look at, I kind of look behind the scenes and how the analytic stuff that's in the back. There's 30,000 active women. So when you say active, that's somebody that's posting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just knew she was going to come at least a couple of times. Remember the first time she jumped the second? I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, we got a second. And then I was like, what's going on? And I kept pressing. I'm like, come on, ladies, come on. Like every day I'm pressing. I'm like making comments and seeing, have you voted? And then, when she got to 3rd, I was like, okay, she went for 4th, 3rd. So she was jumping around a little bit. On the weekend, a lot of people voted, I noticed, but I was like, come on now. We're 39 strong. But there was a lot of votes. There was a lot of voting.
Yeah, I had my sisters voting, so I know we were voting.
Yeah, I had people in my family too.
Yeah. Coach Terry feels the same way. She said she really feels like it was about the paid votes also. But she said,
because it was at $250 get you 200 votes right away. It was something like, or 100 get you 200 votes. It was, but anyway, we pushed for Coach Terry, and I just felt so bad. It was like, I was like, wow. I just feel like we are larger numbers, but we at the same time, I feel like there's more participation when there's a lot of stuff going on the page, and I'm like, it's under my skin, like
right.
When it's real positive, I'm seeing
there you go, positive. That's it.
And then when you see a bunch of stuff and we're going at each other over some post,
it's 500 comments.
1,200 has acknowledged this post, and I'm like, okay, I'm not seeing that on the positive stuff. So sometimes that kind of, but I have to come it back down some, but it's okay.
Yeah.
We know, Coach Terry, we got your back, whatever you're trying going forward, and we're always going to have your back.
Yep.
Everybody in the page, and it's another thing too. There's some people that come on the page and they want to, want us to support and do things for them. But I'm just looking at them, and are you supporting our initiative? Are you supporting what we do? Are you supporting or being positive on the page, or even posting on the page? To even say, could you support me? Or whatever they're trying.
I think I saw somebody that was in that same thing with her post.
Present every time. She's on our shows. She's present on our chats. She's present on the comments. That's a person that we would support always. We also have Jamie, like I said, day didn't know what nationals was, registered. They're making sandwiches when we was out there giving out sandwiches to the homeless. She was just boots on the ground. I'm going to use that. Boots on the ground. Where's my fan? But those people are the ones we acknowledge. Boots on the ground. Y'all got that dance, right? But those are the ones we want to support. And we want positive, supportive energy in the group. It's not always about, football and, slandering,
the banter.
The banter and
engagement.
When I see 1,200 acknowledgments on those posts, it kind of like, ugh. But then something really positive you're trying to do to support one of our sisters, what they have, their initiative they have going, and you don't see that 1,200 hit. It's
right.
It's okay. We're gonna keep pressing and weed out the bad as we do during the season. And just keep it going.
Yeah.
Always. But we have a lot of stuff going on, a lot of positive stuff going on in the group. There's some new admins, yes.
Moderators.
New moderators, yes. Tammy and some others have joined us. And I'm looking forward to us doing stuff on the off season. It's more than just, it's seasonal, it's football, but we do things off season as well.
Yep. And raffle, we can't forget the raffle. $3 will get you to any game.
I get a raffle every other week, like at least. I get at least a good amount. So I'm in those numbers. Hopefully, I get me some tickets to go to a game.
So there's only $3, and it's for your game of your choice. Although there is a cap price. But it's 2 free tickets to any game you chose. So it doesn't have to be your home game. It could be an away game or just a stadium you've never been to that you want to check off.
Yep.
So, $3, you can't beat that.
Turn in your registration forms. Anybody who's going to nationals, please turn in your I know it's hard because I was one of those people too. I was one. Remember, V was like, your girl saying she's going to turn it in. Then I turned it in and it was like, woohoo. I turned it in. So if I can do it, everybody can do it. Because I was trying to figure out how to do it on PDF.
V is not going to call me out anymore on this live.
No, I was like, okay, flag on the play, flag on the pay, flag on the play. Yep, and okay, she says where them forms at. I guess like where them fans.
Okay, yeah.
And then also, please, if you're planning on attending Nationals in Cleveland, please join the event page. You can find it at the top featured. There's a lot of stuff at the top of the page, all the different things we've been doing as far as offset of hosting. We have all the events, everything that we're doing, give backs, everything is at the top of the page in the featured area. And also, like I said, if tonight is the last night for the fundraiser, our girl Jamie Harris, in honor of her son. So tonight is the last night until midnight. We have to see if we can get, we're at half of match right now. We can get a little closer to matching what she gives.
I'm ordering popcorn because I love popcorn.
Yes, there's a little bit.
Caramel is delicious. I'm gonna tell you, that's what I had.
I just had the I had the kettle before I got on the call.
Mm-hmm.
Ordered strawberry. Haven't came yet, but I want to see how the strawberry
The
tastes.
strawberry popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
But
wow!
I want the caramel. I'm gonna order some caramel.
I didn't know that
It's
strawberry.
buttery. That buttery caramel just melts in your mouth, honey. It's so good. I have a shameless plug, V and Mal.
What's
So if if your teams, if you're watching and your teams are the Chiefs, the Jets, the Chargers, the Rams, Seahawks, Panthers, Texans, Colts, or Titans, you will be coming to Jacksonville. Give me a call, inbox, text, whatever. Whether it's single game tickets or group tickets. Now
yeah?
make sure you get some tickets without those fees.
Yeah, we don't play you guys
So
this year. I didn't see that.
no, not at home. And then one of those won't be, I don't know which one, but one will not be because it'll be in London, but we won't know that until a couple weeks before the schedule come out. So if you're KC,
Okay,
Jets, Chargers, Rams, Seahawks, and then you don't have to pay like the those crazy Ticketmaster fees. You can do
okay.
group
What's the
up to
teams again?
10.
What's the teams again?
Chiefs, Jets, Chargers, Rams, Seahawks, Panthers. And then, of course, our conference with the Texans, Colts, and Titans. But one of them, and I don't know which one, will be in London. We normally have 2 games in London, but this year we don't. We just have one.
Um, well, I know this year Stacy is going to be in Cleveland. I mean, Cleveland's coming to Foxborough, so she's
Yeah,
there when we play the Cle.
yeah. And then we all
I
gonna get together and decide once the schedule drop. Everybody look at their schedule. We're gonna do a Black Women Love Football pool party in Jags.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
love.
it doesn't matter who we playing. We just try to schedule it on somebody off weeks or whenever it's convenient for the most of us to kind of like just not go to our game. Like if it's a away game for y'all, but it's gonna be hard, but we'll make an exception. And we're
It's always
gonna have a pool party at the stadium.
right, V. It's always a away game for us.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm down.
Because she's Dallas and I'm New England. We always an away game.
Yeah. So if any of those teams have 10 or more ladies that's coming to Jacksonville, you can get group rates without those horrible fees. And then I also have a single game link that you can use as well. So y'all let me know.
Okay.
It's awesome. That is so awesome.
Yeah. So let's make something in September when it's still warm.
Mm-hmm. And somebody had said even preseason that might work for you guys to do the pools, and that's fine too because actually we just come in the party and get together. You know, it could be like our BWL. Look, Black Women Love Football kickoff preseason.
Yeah,
oh, that'd be cool
in the pool. So you know, preseason don't really matter to a lot of people. So let's look at preseason.
Yeah. That's true.
Figure out who we're playing at home for preseason, and that can be our season kickoff.
Crazy T said Jacksonville is an hour away, so that's cool for her.
I know,
come
right?
on, Crazy T. Come on, girl.
Where you at, Crazy T? Is she in Georgia? Or she in Florida?
She said hour away.
It could be either way.
She's in Orlando. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Yep. Crazy T, that's like 2 hours, girl. She said an hour.
Duval checking in. Duval. Yeah, we was in Orlando for the Pro Bowl. Crazy T.
Yeah, wish we hadn't known that. And I put it in the in that chat. So if Pro Bowl is back in Orlando again, we're doing it again. And we already know where our spot gonna be on that Saturday.
Oh, that was nice.
Okay. Yes.
That was really nice. I had a lot of people inquiring after they, saw me there, like, oh, I want to go next year. I'm like,
yeah.
I was like, I'm going next year. I just didn't.
It was pretty cool. I've never been before, and I know that they used to be in Hawaii years ago.
Yeah.
So that and then a lot of people like it's just I just really felt it was cool, like a big tailgate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. To be there now.
They was saying it's the players and they were doing like flag ball. I that was nice, but I was seeing all.
But the party, you get to meet other fans. Because we did a lot. We went to this karaoke thing, and then we went to like an all fans party or whatever and did some interacting with other teams and stuff like that. And then the game was fine, you know.
It was pretty cool.
Even there, you interacted with different fans. Like you walk around, you get to take pictures and meet other fans and stuff. So that's the main reason I go, for fan unity, interacting with other fans.
Right, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So before
Commanders
here, Nikki, when you get the heads up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
And I always get like group tickets, and we had great seats for like $39.
We're gonna stay in Florida this year.
Let me know.
Yeah. All right, ladies. It's been an hour well spent.
Oh, I've enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Denise. Okay. Denise,
Denise, you would have a blast. We had so much fun from the time I touched down to I was leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta go.
Yep.
So let's
we all stayed together. We had a big condo and we all stayed together. We had a blast.
It was nice, really nice.
And then we have to get 2 rooms. We had 3 bedroom, 2 bath. So we had fun.
Oh yeah.
And it was reasonable. It wasn't outrageous rates either. And because as soon as they announced that date, that's when I go ahead and get the reservations, and then I kind of beat the price, the markup. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Good form. But I guess that's gonna wrap up tonight. Wind Down Wednesday. It's been ladies, everyone. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for being the wonderful women that you are.
Yep. Don't forget to go on and pop in popcorn and order some more goodies before midnight.
Before midnight. We have midnight. Let's see if we
can
try to match. Try to match.
And get your raffle tickets too. Can you imagine going to an NFL game for $3?
I know. I'm going to put some more tickets in because mine gonna be more than $3.
I know, right? I gotta get some.
Yeah, I make it a business to buy at least 7 to 10 every month until the drawing.
Yep. So
I've been doing 7 for lucky number 7.
Hopefully, I'm in those numbers next year. That's pretty nice.
Good night. We love you too, Coach Terry.
All right.
All right. Good night, ladies.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.